Well, these shouldn't be hard to spot at night. Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 animals that glow in the dark. For this list, we'll be taking a look at animals of all kinds that have the ability to glow in the dark. Number 10. Cookiecutter Shark. Don't be fooled by this deep-sea dweller's funny name. It'd be no laughing matter if you came across one. The Cookiecutter Shark feeds by taking large bites out of its prey, and then disappearing into the abyss. But we can still trace it, as the shark's underside produces a bright green glow that functions as a defense mechanism called counter-illumination. The glow blends in with the light from the surface, obscuring the shark's body from underneath and hiding it from its predators. Also called the cigar shark, its bioluminescence is so strong that it can continue to glow green hours after being taken out of the water. Number 9. Crystal Jelly. Crystal Jelly, or Equoria victoria, are some of the most unique creatures on Earth. These jellyfish produce equorin and green fluorescent protein, or GFP, which are the two proteins that help create bioluminescence. So it goes without saying that glowing in the dark is kind of their thing. These proteins are actually a pretty big deal, so much so that the team that discovered them was awarded the Nobel Prize in Chemistry back in 2008. Green fluorescent protein has proven particularly helpful to biologists, who now use it as a reporter gene for studying the health and processes in the cells of various animals, including humans. Number 8. Sea Sapphire. These tiny copepods shine with the help of microscopic crystal plates beneath their skin. The crystals catch and reflect light, producing an array of different colors, although it's a skill that only sometimes exists in males of the species. Females are completely translucent all of the time, and when the males aren't showing off their crystals, they're translucent as well. Due to a sea sapphire's size, they don't grow more than a few millimeters. They can be hard to spot, unless of course they congregate en masse close to shore, in which case you're in for a truly spectacular light show. Number 7. Atolla Jellyfish. As arguably one of the coolest jellyfish in the ocean, the Atolla comes equipped with a unique security feature. When attacked, it sets off a bioluminescent safety alarm, so it's no wonder its nickname is the Alarm Jellyfish. This underwater light show isn't meant to dazzle predators into submission, but instead works to attract bigger fish, ones that will hopefully scare off whatever's currently attacking. With its deep red body, long menacing tentacles, and bright blue burglar alarm, the Atolla Waverly is one creature you shouldn't pick a fight with, unless of course you want to risk getting eaten by a great white shark. Number 6. Yellow-coated Clusterwink. These sea snails may be small, but what they lack in size, they more than make up for in bioluminescence. The Clusterwink, more formally known as Hinea brasiliana, differs from other flashing snails in that its entire shell lights up, whereas others often only emit short, dim flashes from one part of their shell. The result is a striking green light that, again, serves as a defense mechanism. Similar to the Atolla Jellyfish, the flashing is meant to attract bigger predators to scare off the smaller ones. Regardless of the purpose though, these tiny mollusks demand attention. Number 5. Firefly Squid. The sheer color that these sea creatures emit is truly a sight to behold. The body of a firefly squid is coated with tiny photophores, light-producing organs which emit the creature's bioluminescence. Found in the western Pacific Ocean, firefly squids can use these photophores to create dazzling light shows, and can even coordinate the flashes to go off either in unison or in random patterns. Similar to the Cookiecutter Shark, the Firefly Squid uses its glowing skills for self-defense, employing counter-illumination from above as a form of camouflage against predators lurking deep in the water. Number 4. Glowworm. The often quoted glowworm is actually an umbrella term that encompasses a variety of different insect larvae. The one thing they all have in common is their bioluminescence. These little creatures are often found in wet and humid spaces in caves and forests, and can sometimes populate an area to such a dramatic degree that they completely blanket the walls. The result is a fantastic light display, the like of which often crops up in stories, fairy tales, and films. The fungus gnat glowworm variety, well known in New Zealand and Australia for example, are the architects of stunning natural chandeliers, made up of silk and mucus. It sounds gross, but it looks incredible. Number 3. Anglerfish. If you thought those worms were unsightly, get a glimpse of these guys. Anglerfish are often considered to be some of the ugliest fish in the ocean. The reason mostly stems from their oversized, toothy jaws and the long growth that protrudes from their heads. However, the latter is more than just an anatomical oddity. It's also a lure that works in tandem with the esker, a luminescent organ that uses bacteria at its tip to attract prey. So, despite these things being terrifying to look at, they're actually trying to attract your attention. Thankfully, you'll never encounter one when you're out for a swim, as they reside thousands of feet beneath the surface. Number 2. Dinoflagellate. These minute creatures skillfully combine many of the characteristics we've already touched upon. They're known for emitting a bluish-green light, although it can sometimes be red, which is used to ward off predators. When they group together, this plankton subgroup can create incredible light shows. And the best place to see them up close is at a bioluminescent bay or lagoon, although locations hosting dinoflagellates are extremely rare. Going out to see them is naturally a nighttime activity, but one that's well worth getting out of bed for. Before we unveil our top pick, here's some honorable mentions. Not quite at the end yet, almost there though. Just be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. Alright, back to business. Number 1. Firefly. If there's one glow-in-the-dark animal that everyone's heard of, it's the firefly. These tiny winged beetles have been filling mason jars and dazzling onlookers for centuries, particularly during the twilight hours. The light is actually a chemical reaction that occurs in the firefly's abdomen. The results vary depending on what type of firefly you're looking at, but the colors they're best known for are green, yellow, and occasionally a pale shade of red. Also referred to as lightning bugs, fireflies use their blinking lights to attract mating partners. And seeing as how there are so many of them, it appears to be working. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.